Greetings, Lego fans, and welcome to a retro review. Today I'll be looking at a Lego set from 1971, the Legoland Excavator, Lego set 604-2, not to be confused with Legoland set 604-1, the Shell race car, I believe. I don't really know why they did that, but back in the day they used to pair up Lego set numbers, so there was a 1 and a 2, and sometimes a 3. But yeah, so basically this set was a promotion thing, kind of went on for a long time, just a Legoland, kind of a Lego City precursor, and a lot of things ran before they even had just a populace to go into it. It was just a bunch of models, basically, because this predated the Lego family by about 3 years, and the Lego minifigure by about 8. So really, Lego was all about just making models at this point in time. They were just trying to explore and figure out what to do with, how to make instructions and what parts go with what. In fact, just as a little fun thing, let's look at the back here. Here's the tipper truck, a couple of other little sets. There's a villa over there, a little fire truck, and an excavator crane thing, and a tow truck there. I really like all of those. Eventually, I might try to review some of these other ones here, but later on I will show you 606 there, because I do have that one. But yes, so Lego was still in its kind of growing stages at this point in its history. It had a fire in 1966, which pretty much decimated its entire wooden toy venture. So they had to kind of double down in Lego and plastics and their injection molding. I was using Lego as an adjective there, but that's really wrong. They want you to call Lego, as in the bricks, Lego bricks, or something like that, because Lego is the company and everything else is the toy. But anyway, I kind of got a little distracted there. Anyway, let's just look at the freaking thing. Here it is, and it's all non-squeaky glory. Look at that, or rather, listen to that. Oh, okay. I will be standing over here, sitting. And well, I look at this. So this is the Legoland Excavator, and really kind of holds up to today's kind of standards of basically a small build, what you'd see as a Lego Creator set. Just maybe even a poly bag today. I don't really remember what the price is of this originally, but it couldn't have been much. Couldn't have been a whole lot. But yeah, so basically the only part that I would really like to note, insofar as price, is this 2x2 here in the front with the Lego logo in the front with an open O. This piece alone, if you were to try to find a perfect one, because a lot of people actually do, they have collections of just this brick alone, in, I think it's kind of blue, yellow, red, just kind of all the primary colors at the time. But I do know that people do collect these, and they run for quite a bit if you're going for a perfect one. This piece will go for about $4, air quote, brand new, looking brand new, about the price of a minifigure, So kind of judge that. If you don't care about that, if you just want a normal piece, it'll go for about 3 cents, but it'll probably come from someplace like Belgium or some other bricklink seller that just has a whole pile of them for some reason. But yeah, anyway. So this set is relatively simple, very few pieces. It leaves a bit to the imagination, again, because there's no way to drive it, so you kind of have to just imagine that part. And you're really the driver, because you're back here holding on to the thing, so there's no real need to have a guy sitting in there, because you're the one that's moving the thing around. In fact, you can move this using the little levers on the sides. And the wheels are relatively interesting, because it's a kind of a multi-directional axle here. If you wanted to have the brick going the other way, you could just simply put the tires and wheels in there in that little hole, and you basically have a whole new use for that piece. I like how smoothly that spins comparatively to the old metal bracket. This one's an old metal axle. Pieces. And again, I'm spinning one and it's not squeaking, but from my experience, they rust relatively easily. It's hard to find one that's not too squeaky. But that said, it's really, I kind of find it funny how the tires on this is just, they're so wonky. Is that supposed to be like that? I don't know. But that all aside, it's a really fun set. If they were to release this set nowadays, it'd probably be in some sort of polybag and relatively cheap, and kids would love it. Kids love these kind of universal toy things, excavators, dump trucks, just things that they would see on the street, and they can just kind of mimic in real life. You don't have to have superhero toys all the time. Just go to town, literally. So there we go. If you'd like to see retro reviews like this, please leave me a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more retro silliness. So, bye.